Hi, everyone. My name is Becky Hayes, and I'll be the host for this TLC session, Champ Student Community, 4 Success Stories from Champ's Mentors. We're excited that you've joined us today, and please join me in welcoming Machele Ruiz, Laurissa Armstead, Sharon Jarman, and Samantha Simpson. Ladies, take it away.
Thank you so much, Becca. And thank you everyone for attending the TLC. We know how busy everybody's schedules are, so we're very thankful that all of you have been able to attend. As Becca said, my name is Machele Ruiz, and I will do a portion of the presentation today. I'm followed by our 3 newest to the Champs team, Laurissa Armstead, Sharon Jarman, and Samantha Simpson. What we're going to cover in our presentation today is the importance of Ashford University resources, life as a military spouse, and connecting with others. The older generation as students, followed up by the Honors College while still building the network connection. Time management, along with success stories from the team. Go ahead, next slide, Laurissa. Okay, here is our Champs team. One may think they're co-workers, but on the other hand, I feel that they're friends. I will introduce the team starting from left to right. First up is our program manager, Evan Gray. Next are our program coordinators. We have Rebecca Howard, Sharon Jarman, Kiri Storley, Laurissa Armstead, Machele Ruiz, Sierra Bartlett May, and Samantha Simpson. And followed by our last person on the right-hand side is our tech and operations support person, Sean Mangiarino. Go ahead, next slide. First, I want to thank my son, Jeremy, who encouraged me to start school and recommended Ashford. It was the same college he attended, and he loved it. The next, I'd like to thank my kiddies who gave me the support by staying up late while I was finishing homework. I started Ashford in 2012 and received my bachelor's in the fall of 2016, then went on to receive my master's in organizational management with a concentration in leadership. Finally, finished in spring of 2018. The 6 years was not easy. When first starting college, I felt lost and did not understand what it meant to be a student. I soon realized college is big. The Champs program wasn't around yet, so I had to figure things out on my own, and boy, that was difficult. In the spring of 2014, Champs started to develop and still had no clue such a program existed, not until the spring of 2015. I then joined as a mentor. I was on the journey to mentor many students, and to this day still connect with all of them. It wasn't easy when I came on as a mentor. I am the shy and quiet type of person. Well, little did I know, I had to speak to complete strangers and did not even know how to do this. Evan Gray was a great supporter. He gave you the confidence you needed to start talking with others. He also let you know everyone feels the same way, excited and nervous when they first start the program. In January of 2017, I was brought on as a program coordinator. Now I pass to other mentors the same things I learned when I was a mentor. Champs made me come out of my shell and ask questions. I do not mind talking with other students and sharing my stories. I have been here at Ashford for 6 years and have many stories to tell. I will start with the resources. Go ahead, Laurissa. So the Ashford University resources, students are encouraged to use these resources here at Ashford. However, some may not understand how these resources can help in their academics. When I first started, I did not think I needed to use the resources, plus I didn't understand them. I went through most of my undergrad program using minimal resources. I told myself when I start the graduate program, I need to utilize more of the resources to see if it will help me academically. After all, I preach this to the mentees on why they should use the resources, I started using all the resources throughout my graduate program. I used the paper review, tutoring on demand when I had questions, chat with the librarians when I needed assistance for articles on my research papers. I then realized I can create an account inside the library and save my articles. Originality, Grammarly, Writing Center, Turnitin, and Purdue OWL. These are just a few, to name the least, that I used. When I completed the graduate program, I did improve my GPA. I take credit for utilizing the Ashford University resources that they offer for students and encourage all students to utilize as many resources as possible. Our mentors in the CHAMPS program covers resources with their mentees. So the mentees have a clear picture of what the resources are and encourage them to try them for their academics. Go ahead, next slide, Laurissa. So my question to all of you is, how many students do not use these resources or understand how they are used? You can go ahead and put your questions or answer in the chat window. Next, I want to thank everyone, and I'm going to introduce Laurissa. She's going to be covering the military side as a student. Go ahead, Laurissa.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Machele, for that incredible introduction. Machele was actually the first person that I spoke to in CHAMPS in 2017. Little did I know that I will be working so closely with her now. Well, as you know, my name is Laurissa Armstead, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to speak about my success in the CHAMPS Peer Mentoring Program and the completion of my bachelor's degree here at Ashford University. I feel that I can't talk about my success without sharing with you those that have had a great impact on my life and inspire me to do more. Here is my husband, Thomas, who is an Ashford alumnus, and our two children, Ashton and Peyton. Making the decision to return to college as a military spouse after taking a long break, completing trade school, and starting a family was a huge step that I'm happy I took. Starting over after taking that long break and completing trade school, starting a family was no easy task. Getting off to a strong start can help you maintain classwork during times of adversity. I will always remember what my academic advisor told me when I was inquiring about coming back to complete my bachelor's. I only needed 2 years to complete my degree, and I was uncertain because I had no idea what life as a military spouse might have in store for me. She said to me, Laurissa, 2 years will pass by one way or another. It's your choice. Do you want to have a degree, or do you want to be right back here at the starting point? That resonated with me as I let those words sink in. 2 years will pass regardless of what I choose to do here. And I made the decision to return to college. I quickly learned that changing my mindset and learning how to manage my time and family was crucial to be successful at Ashford. As I was navigating through my courses early on, I wasn't feeling connected per se. I would complete a course and move on to the next. It was kind of like I was on an island. The CHAMPS program provided me an opportunity to connect with other students in a mentoring capacity in order to help them avoid the same sense that I had had that they were on an internet island. One of the key lessons that I impart upon my mentees is that Ashford is flexible and supportive of military lifestyle. I like to remind them that as long as they have an internet connection, they can connect with Ashford and complete their coursework from anywhere in the world, even if they are deployed. For example, my husband worked on his bachelor's degree while deployed to Afghanistan, which he was able to complete upon his return. His degree enabled him the opportunity to apply for, get accepted, and successfully complete officer training school. As a current military spouse, I feel that I am able to connect with other students, share our similar experiences, and relate to challenges in time management. Proper time management is crucial for students to obtain their goals. CHAMPS recognizes that some students need extra support in learning how to manage their time properly in order to complete their coursework requirements. Finally, CHAMPS enables students to expand their support network, much like a traditional university, giving them an additional avenue to ensure their success in an online university experience. Here we have the CHAMP's philosophy on time management. Here are 5 of the 10 steps that can be useful to not only military, but civilians as well. When you have downtime from your weekly obligations, we recommend keeping a calendar. It doesn't matter what kind of calendar, just keep one. Trust me, it helps. Make a plan, determine your needs before it becomes last minute, and then communicate not only with your instructors, but with your support system at home as well. Set up a study space that is conducive for you. Personalize it, but be sure to limit distractions so that you can work hard. Resilience and having grit is important. Success is built upon your hard work, and always leave room for adjustments. Be selfish. You cannot serve others on an empty vessel. This doesn't mean completely ignoring others' needs, but simply invest in yourself. Lastly, follow the prompts. Check off each question and always reread the prompts before turning in any work. This helps to ensure that you don't miss anything and have answered everything so that you can walk away with your work completed. Finally, do we have any students here that have experienced difficulties in managing their time? Please direct your responses to the chat. Next, I would like to introduce you to Sharon Jarman, a fellow mentor, program coordinator, and friend. Thank you for all of your time.
Thank you, Laurissa. As Laurissa said, my name is Sharon Jarman. I'm excited to be here. And as she said that Machele too was the first person that I was introduced here at Ashford as well when I joined the CHAMPS program in 2014. And so I'm excited about this program. And I want to show the pictures here on the screen. I had the pleasure of meeting our president, Dr. Simpson, this past 2018 graduate at the CHAMPS breakfast, and was so excited to meet him. And our manager here, Evan Gray, he has played an awesome part of me being here at the CHAMPS program. One thing I really has been inspired by Evan is one of our slogans is to how the turtles stick their neck out to other students as a mentor, and that's what I've been had inspired me as well here, being in the CHAMPS program, just to stick my neck out to other mentors as well. I cannot say I have not. I could not have gone as far as I've gone without the support of my husband. This coming May will be 30 years we've been married, and he's retired now. He has 27 years of the North Carolina National Guard. And with his support, this is how I came on to Ashford. I came on to Ashford at one of his deployment services, and one of the Ashford representatives, they mentioned to me that how can I could receive like 90% of my credits for coming back to school. And I readily jumped to it because it has been 30 years since I have returned back to school. And myself I'm a baby boomer, and so this was a great, awesome opportunity for me. So, and also in the picture here, this is when I received my master's, and also in the picture is my son Ray. So I just wanted just to share a little bit about myself here, and also like I said, as of now, I am a PhD candidate. I have with a specialization in distant education. My dissertation topic is how to encourage old adults how to use technology for healthcare information, social contact, and independent living. And I have my graduation date will be this coming May 2019. And I've attended the Rockies, University of the Rockies, which now is Ashford University. So I'm excited to be a part of Ashford. And also a little bit more about myself. I am a minister, a licensed minister of the gospel, which I've traveled to many countries and states, ministering to children, teaching them child developmental skills. Also, like I mentioned, I obtained both my bachelor's and master's from Ashford. 2012, I got received my bachelor's, and 2014, my master's. And as I mentioned, I've been with the CHAMPS program since 2014. It is my joy just to encourage students, to motivate them, to help them face any challenges that the online learning can bring. And so I am happy now to be a part of the CHAMPS team as a student success assistant. Next slide, please. Thank you, Laurissa. As of now, just working, the older community networking within the CHAMPS program. This is one of the heartbeat of myself being an older student. Many older students from the age of 50 or after 30 years of work, they're approaching retirement age, and they have a perception of technology integration that engender negative effects, such as a lack of understanding or the feeling of inadequacy, which myself I faced so many times just coming back to school, just trying to embrace technology. And they have the feeling of insecurity, the feelings regarding technology innovations. But one of the things here that I know that the older community has gained access and acceptance with the CHAMPS program with positive impacts on learning to become inspired to network using technology in earning and education. The CHAMPS program encourages the older adults that it's never too late to learn. I myself is a representative of that. And so, and one of my slogans that I've instilled myself, just being here at Ashford, is to just do it. And guess what? Right now, I'm in my PhD program. And as in the picture below here is Timothy Barry. He's one of our older students. He just graduated, this 2018 graduate from Ashford. He also is a CHAMPS mentor. He was inspired as he gained the support from the CHAMP program. And guess what? He used the slogan, just do it, and guess what he did? He graduated. Next slide, Laurissa. Thank you. Okay. Also, to build a stronger community within the CHAMPS program, these are some of the things that I've experienced. And with our CHAMPS program, this has been a great tool for the older students. One of the things is to have a change of mindset for the older students, how we must embrace technology. You must have an understanding of life progressions to develop the proper access to educational training in an online learning environment. We must integrate technology learning with the capability of cultivating exceptional learning opportunities. And here at CHAMPS, being an older student, we must learn how to communicate using these online tools such as Skype, email, Facebook Live, and Zoom. Next slide, please. And here's a question here I want to ask any of the older students. Do we have any students here, older students that have experienced any, questions with technology? They may have battled technology in the online environment. If you like to answer any of these questions, please direct it in the question in our chat. And I thank you for this opportunity. And right now, I want to introduce you to my fellow co-worker and friend, Samantha Simpson. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. That was wonderful. Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending today. My name is Samantha Simpson, and I have been an Ashford University student and a part of the CHAMPS program since 2017. Here are a few pictures that describe my life. My family has been the best support system. Here's a picture of my husband and I with our twin daughters, who keep us very active and are my motivation for returning to school at Ashford to receive my bachelor's degree in history. I also wanted to share a picture of the Girl Scout troop that I am a co-leader in, because it also is a big part of my motivation for returning to school. In the middle picture, you will see Laurissa, Sharon, and myself all at the 2018 Ashford University Fall Commencement CHAMPS Breakfast, which was awesome to just get to see other CHAMPS mentors and mentees face to face. On the right, I have pictures of all of my babies, my two daughters, Allie and Petal, and our two cats, Callie and Baby Girl, who are very much a part of our family. Next slide, please, Laurissa. Thank you. Networking is extremely essential when building yourself as a professional and successful academic student, especially when completing courses in an online setting. Many people do not realize the impact that networking with other students can make. I would suggest reaching out to as many people that you cross paths with as possible, because you never know where those relationships might take you in the future, even with people who may follow different career paths. It is also a good idea to reach out to all faculty and students in your classes. When you are first starting at Ashford, you should start networking right from the very beginning. No matter what degree you are working towards, you have to complete the same general education courses. Therefore, you may come across some people in the College of Health, Liberal Arts, Education, or others, and this will help expand your own student community. In one of my previous classes, there was actually a student who reached out to everyone in the class and invited them to be a part of their study group. That was an interesting idea. Who would have thought about doing a study group for online students? But it can be done. It just takes some networking and being able to step out of your comfort zone. For all of you that are doing well as a student, or for those of you who may want something to work towards, look into the Honors College. These courses are for successful, high-achieving students, and it is constructed with a format that is similar to what you will see in your capstone courses. Instead of just writing papers, some of the assignments may be videos, while others may be news articles. These courses will help break you out of your comfort zone and allow you to learn valuable skills that will help you in the future. Also, the Honors College is a nice, tight-knit group that offers multiple events. As you see here, there is a conference on February 27, 2019, and if you're available, you should definitely check it out for more information. In the CHAMPS program, you have the opportunity to personally get to know another student, and through that relationship, you all are able to help each other grow. As a CHAMPS mentor, it has been a blessing to get to know all the mentees and watch them progress through their academic journeys. I actually still keep in touch with many of the people that I have met through CHAMPS, whether it was through the program or at one of the CHAMPS events, such as the monthly chat or the bi-weekly Q&A sessions. I also keep in touch with every one of my mentees that have made just as much a difference on my life as I hope I was on theirs. There are also many social media sites for each of the organizations. CHAMPS has a very active and exclusive Facebook group, which allows students to stay connected on their own time. So if you are in any organizations or clubs, double check Facebook or LinkedIn for their group sites. Networking can transform your school experience into something that seems more like a community of students helping students. Ashford also has many clubs and organizations that are available for students to access and use at their disposal. There are clubs that fall in line with most degree plans and allow you to get to know other people who are in the same degree track and could possibly become valuable professional contacts that could be used in your future career. Please stick around for the next session. CHAMP's very own Catherine Daniels will be presenting on the various clubs and organizations here at Ashford, and she will explain how you can get involved. Next slide, please, Laurissa. Now, I do have a question for you all. How developed is your student community? Please respond in the chat and let us know, and maybe we have some tips on how to get more involved. Next slide, please, Laurissa. We would like to thank you all for taking the time and joining us today. We will now take the time to answer any questions you may have. Feel free to ask questions for a specific person or for the group as a whole. Also, if you are interested in joining the CHAMPS program, please check us out at champs.ashford.edu and click the join button on the right-hand side. We also would like to share our contact information. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any other further questions or concerns, or even if you just want to network and get to know us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much.
We have a question from Jessica Kennelly. She says, I'm an enrollment services advisor. What features from CHAMPS should I highlight for students interested in attending Ashford? Thank you.
I would definitely say that just the student community and being able to connect with other students and network back and forth, as well as just providing some background information for new students as far as how the resources are used, different clubs and organizations that Ashford provides. And there's just multiple different things that you can learn as far as being a new student and just having the experience of someone who has been successful and been in those shoes and has proven to be successful, and they can share those experiences with one another.
We have a question. Catherine says, what would you guys say is the most beneficial aspect of CHAMPS?
Networking, definitely connecting with other students, and learning resources. I feel like what Machele Ruiz had covered is a lot of students that I talk to, they're surprised by the number of resources that are available to them. So I think it's the most beneficial part. It's just networking, talking to other students, and gaining a sense of community.
That is true, Laurissa. And as being an older student, networking really ensure the older students just to have that confidence that they're not alone in the online environment. So networking is the key.
It really brings you together as a university. In an online setting, it's hard to stay connected with other students, and just being a part of the CHAMPS program, it's almost like you're sitting in a coffee room, just sitting there chatting back and forth about the different difficulties you may be having or successes you have had in the past.
Kathleen had a question. She says, hello, I'm a fairly new faculty member at Ashford, and I'm here to learn how students in my course are supported by CHAMPS. Where do we start as faculty?
I know a lot of the faculty members will suggest CHAMPS in their announcements to the various students. If they're new students, we suggest to come on as a mentee, just so you can have the support of another student who has already been through a good portion of their degree and can help assist that student in finding the various resources and different tips and tricks of the trade to help them become successful, as well as mentors. We're always looking for good mentors. So if as a faculty member you see that you have a student that is excelling and a high achieving student, definitely recommend CHAMPS, because we are always looking for new mentors to help out our new students and just let them know that it is possible to be done and it can be done. And a little bit of extra support, it goes a long way.
Well, it looks like we have quite a discussion going in the chat. Unfortunately, we have to wrap things up right now.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you all for sharing your stories. What an inspiring presentation. I learned a lot about your program, and I love the kind of work you all are doing. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in this session today, and please enjoy the rest of TLC. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Becky.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for attending.